Good evening, everyone. Thank you for coming to this Town Spurs looking for an post-match conference. And just anyone who has a question, I'll ask a bit later. But first, I want to have the overall view of the game from the coach.
Yeah, I'm sticking more to the question from your side. We scored only one goal, the opponent 2 goals, and we hit the goal post. I believe it was not offside. Could have been the 1-1 instead of the 0-2 in the end. These are moments where we definitely, in terms of the goals, a bit shortage. Yeah, we said before, a little bit is missing, a certain edge of details. I will tell you, give you 2 examples. It's not to blame somebody, probably it's on a goodwill, but you have 8 players in the box and then Monet is 30 meters in front of Central and he tries to make a shot. You can play it out, 8 players against whatever in terms of this is the decision making. This is not adequate. And you play on the side with Lovoyo and with Ashley, you play 2 against 1 instead of just passing it. You come to the back line and it's difficult to defend for the opponent one. What are we doing? Yeah, we do it nicely here. Here, the opponent takes the ball and we are running into the counter. You know, these are the moments just that continue with a lot of other moments where, yeah, you can. This is more the concentration. This is more doing it right. Yeah, we have to hammer it out. We have to do during the training session and so on, and take this as examples. We have to get more concentrated in the decisive moments. Both goals we conceded, there's no doubt about it. This 1 against 1 in these moments, you have to do better as a defender. It doesn't matter if you're 19 or 35. It's not possible to let it go. It's also not to blame, but should I sit here? Should I sit here and say, okay, it was a nice 1 against 1, you will do better next time? It should not happen, not on a PSL level, sorry. That ends up then in this moment. Some decisions, but it's not unusual and so far. I'm not really surprised, despite having been for some months in the league. Some decisions were quite, in first half already and second half doubtful for me. But it's only my personal opinion, sorry to mention it like this. Anyway, it was a late afternoon, was empty-handed going out. Tomorrow morning, I think we start a little bit earlier, 7 o'clock, this training begin. Let's see.
Okay, that's good.
Just the information, if some of your journalists want to come, 7 o'clock we kick off.
So, you feel it's fixable, all the things that you mentioned? Do you think there's potential that you can fix it?
No, the potential is not about the technical side. The technical, they are all like turn you around, they can do it, but I said it before already. The technical side, the tactical side, the talent is only one part of being a good football player who can contribute to a good team performance. I think the adaptation in terms of going to the PSL, everything is more intensive. The mistakes you are making in a defensive side, in NFD, they will not get punished. In the PSL, you get punished if you make a mistake in whatever it is. Also, if you look into a situation when you get the ball and you release the ball, this ball contact time is actually in training already, is not quick enough, it's not fast enough. You take the ball, then you move to the side, and then you let it go, and then the other one is already, then the defensive side is already organized. These are all some parameter. You have to work on it. That is definitely something what can be done, what can be done better, but we have to identify what's really there. I think talent is there. Of course, I'm not sitting here and say we have a fantastic player who can kick in the ball, but everybody knows there is a player who hopefully can come into it. Probably he would be a little bit more successful with the possibilities in the front. Good. I hope we will get in the right moment, and then he will come back to his form. What's needed from Town Spurs. what's his name? Boy 2. I think so. I think we have the same opinion. He's a player who can score. He's a player who is capable to help us in the front.
Coach, I saw you play Morula at the back. Is it tactical?
Who?
Morula.
Gerard.
Gerard, yes. Was it tactical?
Oh shit, come on. It was 2005, 2006 we discussed that. I said in 2005 and 2006 already, a midfielder is not born as a midfielder. A defender, a right fullback is not born as a right fullback. In this, where we are in this direction, I know I played Jimmy Tao in 2006 in a holding midfield role. It was a nationwide disaster. It was discussed, it was absolutely sorry. And here's a player who has a good technique, who can control the ball, who is sharp in 1-against-1. He's normally, in my opinion, not on a side player, he's a central player. And if in these days, if you want to play a holding midfield role or in a midfield central, you must be capable to play a central centre-back position. And I believe he has done well, sorry. It's my opinion.
Coach, you lost today, probably you learned something. I was thinking about the game next week.
What do you think? What the first part I didn't understand.
Okay, I was saying you lost today, probably you learned something. I was thinking about the game next week. Which department do you think you must fix the most?
I don't know. I will start with it now, and we have at 7 o'clock training tomorrow, and then we will see. This is coming just out of the game. Should I now talk about Stellenbosch on the 13th, Mamelodi Sundowns, and Amazulu on the 22nd? I go and watch on the 6th of December. I go to Durban, watch Amazulu against Sundowns in 1930. I make my plan, so I have everything clear, but I'm just coming out of the game. So yeah, so really phone me tomorrow or come tomorrow to the training session at 7, and then we have time. You said it will not last so long. There's only 5 people. It goes quick.
Questions are enough.
But sorry, you were moaning about not getting enough.
This is
to do
unbelievable.
downstairs. Now
You are outside, and they talk 15 minutes with a benchmark Maduka, and then you come. You have one sentence. Okay, thank you. I said my English is not so bad. My English is not so bad. I think, and in terms of football, I can contribute. My brain is still full. Okay, sorry, we disturbed you.
No problem.
Yeah.
Coach, just you have been there now for about a week or so.
It's long, no?
Yeah. Just in terms of what you have worked on since you joined the team, did you see something in the game where you think whatever you're trying to implement, you can start seeing it happening already?
Yeah, some small steps, but not too much. So one stuff is definitely this, when I see the game before, this horizontal playing, this going from the midfield side, then all of a sudden you have in the back, you have 5-6 players on one line, and then you pass nice, you win the ball, and even today you win the ball with a goalkeeper, with a defender, with a midfielder. The players have to go stretch the opponent's side. You have to give them advice all the time, but that must be automatic. That is a side, that is a time, that is a little small time in the PSL, not in an NFD, but in the PSL, that's the time when opponent defense is not organized. This transition, this positive transition, to get another word, and I think this is an understanding where you work on it. The goalkeeper not catching the ball and rolling 4, 5 times, 6 times, taking the ball and be on the front foot already. The front foot defending, and something is wrong when you as a centre back who played 10 games, who played 900 minutes, and he has 1 yellow card. Then something is wrong, and then I can tell you we have to work on it. There must be something going on. There must be something different. You're not having too much pressure on the ball. You're not aggressive enough. You're just on a field. Also, I expect in certain moments different activities, more intensity, and yeah, good. We of course it was to see Charmaine, to see Loboyo, to see this. I know them now all, I would say, in the week and now with the game, and to know them a little bit better, to know them with Liam or Msani or whatever. Let's wait and see. It's definitely something. What is it about? We have to identify what we have to work on. As I said, this intensity, quicker to pass, more forward, more front foot, and not make these mistakes in the defense. We have seen two stuff really both goals should not be scored from the opponent. It was definitely contributed with our doing. It was not right.
Coach, you just actually did touch on it a bit, but obviously this is your first time seeing a lot of these players in match situations.
Yeah.
So do you think that you will be rotating more as you get used to seeing? Like, I mean, obviously what you saw in the second half might have impressed you more than what in the first half.
Yeah, it's not untypically. I can't explain. I try to research it. Probably I will do it the next night, and probably I have nothing better to do. If you are as a team 0-1 down, probably you have it seen 1,000 times. Then all of a sudden they do better. All of a sudden they are more active, of course, to chasing or whatever in terms of nothing to lose. I don't know what it is. I just ask myself why you're not getting into it immediately with 0-0 and going into it. It's difficult to explain. It's sometimes it's definitely true what you say so far. I will confirm it, but to sit here now and to say why, what, and how to work on it, we have to address it, we have to face it, we have to put it to the point, and that's our doing.
Bradley struggled a lot, struggled a lot in the centre in the first half. Do you see him as a player in that position, or do you see him still playing a little bit wide, or is he a little bit too old for that now? What is your thinking?
It's not a wide player. As a wide player, in my understanding, you have to make runs up and down. You have to be going into the pace, and this is not. You can't deliver this. Here it's more in the pockets between the lines to find the right way. It didn't work as I was thinking or as we were thinking at this moment. But okay, he has not had a pre-season. He has not had a lot of games before. He's still a very valuable player for us. There's no doubt about it. But you have to be a little bit patient. It's always a question. You bring him in. You know he can't do it for 60 minutes and more. Not possible. Now you start him, or you next time probably you say, okay, come from a bench, and then probably you can influence it. You know where the pockets are. He's clever, he's smart. Let's wait and see. At the moment, it's not for 90 minutes, and in my opinion, definitely not on the flank, left or right.
And the young boy up front, has he got a very bright future in your opinion? Is he going to be a big star?
Keep focused. You just finish a game. There's no need in this moment to run into the supporter stands or whatever in terms of this is off the field. That's the most important stuff. How these kids are getting structured, keeping themselves structured on the field and behave off the field, not get carried away. I don't know what's around his peers left and right. No idea. I think he has a potential. And this is what I just to not to put too much in. I was quite happy with him, and he will start again on Tuesday. There's no doubt about it. But these are the moments where you really you make it 1-0 instead of the goalpost. You make it 1-1 instead of the shit decision. I don't know who decided. These are linesmen on the side. He had an idea. These are the moments, of course, for a team in which direction it goes. It was fantastic. He read it. He was running into it. He was one against goalkeeper. No doubt about it. He's absolutely a player with a lot of potential. But I've seen a lot of players with potential in these young ages, and 2 years later they disappear. They never come back. But that has nothing to do that the talent is gone or the willingness is gone. It's something to do what's left and right around him. And I think the ownership here with the guys and with the technical director, etc. There should be enough people who take care of it to say, okay, my friend, it's about on the field, you just start and be professional and be concentrated to stuff on the field. I think then you can have something in the future, definitely. It's moving on, off the ball, good into the spacing. Here and there, his starting position could be a little bit better or different, but that's our job to work on it.
Coach, what's the planning on your next game on Tuesday?
What?
The planning on your next game?
I said already, come to the training morning, in the morning at 7 o'clock, and I don't want, I'm just coming out of the game. My brain is playing the first minute to the 97 or 96 minutes. It should be 110 minutes extra time in addition, but in the moment I'm just thinking about the game. Therefore, excuse me that I would not like to make comments about the game on Tuesday. We can start tomorrow morning with it, but we have to go through first.